Good morning, beloveds. It's Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, here to help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. I know it's super early on a Sunday morning. I have a lot to accomplish today, so I apologize to my regulars for going on so early. But if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, and welcome. And if you're a frequent flyer, welcome aboard again. Happy to have you on this additional flight. So today, what I wanted to do very quickly here before I go and do my next accomplishment for the day, hello Tawanda, is I want to kick off the love series, because this is, I think, I know, in fact, the next thing that I should be doing on the channel. Love, you see, is the currency. It is the conduit. It is the method of communication that the spirit of light, or God, or the universe utilizes to transfer and to help us through our ascension process. Good morning, Lee. To help us through our ascension, our awakening process. It's the currency of walking in light. It's the currency of prosperity. It's the currency of manifestation. It is the language of manifestation. It is everything. Without love, you have nothing. So when one asks, well, why don't I have love? And this could be in romantic love. This could be, why don't I have loving relationships with my family? This could be, why don't I have solid, good friendship relationships, right? All the relationships that we have. Why don't I have love? Why isn't love the overriding emotion? Good morning, Miss LaShawn. The overriding emotion, the overriding precipice, principle upon which all of my relationships are built. Why don't I have love? Quite simply, you cannot have what you cannot give what you cannot have, and you cannot have what you cannot give. You see, if we understand the law of attraction at its very basic form, you get what you give. You get what you give. So if you're harboring hate, disappointment, disgust, disdain, if you're harboring the feeling of that you are unlovable and unlovely, if you're harboring all of these feelings within yourself, that's what you're giving out. Quite simply. If you're harboring ill will and infidelity and unforgiveness and all of this, if you're harboring that in your heart because it's been done to you, you see, when someone cheats on us, or when someone uses us as a friend or family member, they don't just use us and that's the only hurt. That hurt, a lot of times we hold on to. We harbor that hurt. And we harbor that hurt and that pain. Why? Because it's a defense mechanism. If I remember what that felt like, and I remember what that looked like, and I actively remember what that felt like, and actively remember what that looked like, and actively remember all the warning signs to show me that this person is about to do me dirty. If I actively remember that, because there's a difference between active memory and passive memory. Why don't I have love? Because my active memory is bringing up constantly and consistently these negative, unloving feelings, that everything that is literally the very opposite of love. So that's what I'm emoting. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And not just our physical mouth, beloved, our spiritual heart speaks it. Because you have to remember, electromagnetic fields you don't see them, right? You don't see them, but they exist. So you're emoting this. This is what you're giving off. And so if we actively remember how we felt and how we were affected by all of these things, by every hurt and pain that has been inflicted upon us, then that's what we are going to give right back out. Because that's all that resides here. Good morning. So the huge part of why you don't have love, you have to take the accountability that you don't have love because you're not giving it. If you don't have loving friendships, family relationships, or romantic relationships, if everybody at work is constantly and consistently irritating the bejeebers out of you, and you constantly getting offended and they being offensive, and you don't have the success that you feel that you always, if you're a person that always gets to a point where you're somewhat successful, you reach that precipice, because I was that person. I'm raising my hand right now and saying I was that person that would reach the precipice of success only to self-sabotage. Now I now see it was self-sabotage, but something would always happen. I would get laid off, the company would close, then my man would cheat on me, my family members just would be, whatever it was, somehow I was always in the wrong, I'd always get launched at, or then I retreated myself and made sure that I wasn't around. So you can't hurt me. See, if I'm not interacting with you, then you can't hurt me. So I'll just cut myself off. Does that sound vaguely familiar to anyone in the room or any of y'all that are watching later on? Why don't you have love? Because you're not giving it. You can't give what you don't have. And you cannot have what you do not give. So how do you get that? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about. But we're going to be talking about that throughout this series, because this is a healing series for you. You can't ascend to a higher, deeper understanding of spirit and of how spirit operates, because spirit operates completely in love. Completely in love. There is nothing that spirit, this universe, Allah, God, choose your name. There's nothing that the spirit of light, that the God of love and light does not do that is not motivated by love. Absolutely nothing. So if the spirit of love and light that we so dearly love and appreciate, that we are ever grateful for every morning, for every good thing that we have, that we are ever grateful to life for, that we are ever grateful to have this, to be able to have this human experience. If the spirit that we interact with and that we come from is all about love, and nothing motivates spirit to move other than love, even and always holds her word. So when you are emoting, I don't have enough money. When you are emoting, I don't love myself and therefore I don't deserve love. When you are emoting, I don't love myself, therefore I don't deserve abundance. When you are emoting, I don't love myself, therefore I don't deserve to have friendships that are solid and helpful and will grow me, right? And that's what you're sending out. Because God is a God of law and God of justice, and God is right, and God is love, and God is light, then he has no choice but to give you back exactly what your mouth has said. Your spiritual mouth or your physical mouth. He has no choice. It is a law. He follows the law. He does not break the law. He is not man that he should lie. I love you too, honey. I'm about to get off here too. I got a couple things to do before my next segment. So, why don't I have love? Because, beloved, you need to heal and stop emoting hate. Stop emoting disappointment. Stop emoting disdain. Stop